I can't hear you, Devashmita.
Yeah, thank you very much for informing. Yeah, yes. Yeah.
I can hear you
I
now.
was mute actually. Yes, welcome everyone who are watching in Trends. Welcome to Trends and Suggestions, those who are watching live. And we'll get to know more things from, we have a respected speaker here. Her name is Saleha Ahmad, who is going to speak about, she has already worked with SBI as a, she will be definitely telling her designation as an ACE director in academics. Very interesting. And apart from it, she is helping to build your goals, right? Achieving your goals. So over to you, Ms. Saleha. Just give your small introduction and explain them what is your mission, vision, and purpose in your life.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Saleha Ahmad. I am an executive educator and coach. I work with senior and middle-level executives. I have worked in State Bank of India for a long time, and I have worked as director of State Bank Institute of Leadership, which is the institute for the top leaders of State Bank of India, and as director of State Bank Institute of Leadership, plus my other, experience in learning and development, which has been spread over 14 years. I have coached people from State Bank of India and from many other organizations also, the top leaders of every public sector bank. And apart from that, a number of financial organizations. I have coached them in group coaching and in one-on-one coaching. And you have asked me about my purpose and mission. Well, I do not know if I have the time to share that story, but I would like to share that story. There was a time in my life, I got this very coveted job. When I joined State Bank of India, there were just two jobs that were coveted in the country. One was the IS and the other was PO of State Bank of India. And I became the PO of State Bank of India, and I was doing well. I was looked upon as a bright manager. But there was a time in the year 2000 where I was feeling completely out of sync with my work. I was under too much stress. I was not gelling. I was feeling that, everything was going wrong. All the work-wise, I was achieving my goals, but I was not happy. Deep inside, some conflict was going inside me, and my marriage was also on the verge of collapse. I was undergoing a lot of turmoil in my life, and as a result, my health was also affected. I was falling ill frequently. I had cholesterol bags on my eyelids and plenty of my hair. I was in my early 30s then, and a lot of my hair had gone gray. It was at that time that my organization sent me to a 2-week training. And in that training, one of the weeks was on self-development. It is called T group. And after attending that T group, when I came back, something somehow changed in my life. Like things were getting back into place. So some decision had taken on inside me, and I was, somewhere I was doing something which brought things back to normal. Now I have a happy family life. I have better relations with my husband. In fact, immediately after that training started happening with my children, I started working on jobs which I enjoyed and loved. And my health is good. Those cholesterol bags, when I had asked doctors, they said that it could be removed only through surgery. Now, without surgery, it has gone. My lipid profile is good. I enjoy good health. I can take for the entire 5 days standing workshops I am doing for executives, and I am energized. So it was after doing that workshop, undergoing that training, that I decided that this is what I want to do. I want to help people, because a lot of the time people do not know, what is happening in their life, and they're not also clear about what is there. So my mission is to help people find their purpose and find their goals to achieve that purpose that they have.
Really interesting. This is seriously something to learn. As we all know, that different women. Today only I was having a discussion with a diabetic. I will also call her one time. She is a diabetic specialist. Okay, generally she lost her father because of diabetes. So now she is a diabetes coach. She was talking about something like every woman is a warrior in themselves, right? We every time we have a past, means the past is very strong, that we have come to the world to give now, that whatever mistakes, whatever we did, you don't do that. This is the work of the coach to help. So I would suggest those who are listening now, who are live, please make a note of it. The stories, each and every stories has a different rhythm. Means the learning is there, because every learning, every story has a beautiful learning, and which will help you to grow fast, right? So there are certain questions which comes once, because it's really inspiring. There are certain questions like, what are the most common reasons people fail to achieve their goals?
According to me, and this is what I wanted the topic of this session to be, this talk to be, the top 5 reasons why people do not achieve their goals.
Right.
And the number one reason is that people do not have clarity about what they want in life. And the number 2 is people are not aware of their own strengths. Some of the skills they might be knowing, but they probably haven't had the opportunity because they are, shoved into a certain direction. Okay, you go this way, you do this and you do that. And not enough exploration people have done on what their real strengths are. Now, third, and this is from the first two, that not having clarity about what they want, they're not being completely aware of what their strengths are. Third is, when they set goals, the goals are not set in the way they should be set, in sync with their own strengths, what they really enjoy, what their purpose is. And of course, with a deadline, with a plan, and with the suitable environment. So that goal is not set in that way. Fourth is that there is a discipline to achieving of goals. A lot of people will leave it, at affirmation, goal card, and all that. When I coach people, I take them through the process of planning and organizing also. So the planning and organization, discipline, giving the goal what it takes. It is very important. It's, everything does not come easy. Okay, I'll share the story later. Stories keep coming to my mind. And
Absolutely, we are ready to hear your stories. It is interesting.
Somebody else's story. So fourth is the discipline, and fifth is, and this is very sad, and a lot of people are not even aware of it. People do not believe that they can achieve this or that. So lack of self-belief. So these are the 5 most important reasons that people do not achieve their goals. And all these 5 are linked to each other. Starting from the first one, where I say people do not have clarity. And this research was done in the Virginia Tech University on a large number of people in the USA. And they found that 80% of the people in the USA do not have. And in USA, the work on self-development started very early on. So those people are much ahead of the rest of the world, according to my own understanding. So if that were to be done in India or the rest of the world, the figure of 80% would be even higher. So lack of clarity of goals. And because, somebody tells you do this and they start doing that. Somebody else is doing this, so we also want to start doing that. We do not actually sit down and think what it is that we want out of life. And the story about discipline that I was going to share, Sachin Tendulkar, early on, as a school kid, he started playing cricket. And he used to go to practice to the nets in Bombay, wherever, he shifted from his parents' house to his aunts and uncle's house because that was closer to the school where he wanted to learn. He went to practice every day in the morning, 4 o'clock, and there was nobody in that stadium but the bowling machine and Sachin and perhaps a security. Every day.
Really interesting. Yeah, that's true. Goals should be like that. And achieving, if you have the desire to achieve the goals, you can do anything in life. Yeah. Now, the second question, which comes at how does lack of clear goal settings hinder individuals from reaching their objectives? This, yeah.
Okay, so lack of clear goal setting, obviously, like when we do not know what we want in life, how can we even start by going there? So somebody tells me, okay, it is an MBA degree which will help you. So I go and do an MBA degree because others are doing it, because somebody else is telling me to do it. There is a scope in software. So a lot of people you will see are going towards computer engineering. I think in India, if you take a survey of the educated people, 80% of them would be engineers. Okay, I am not saying do not become engineers, do become engineers, but ask yourself, is this what really gives you energy? Is this what is your deepest desire? Um, is this what you're truly in sync with? Will you really enjoy? One way to do it, do a sort of an apprenticeship even without having become that, whether you will enjoy that. So a little bit of more exploration in self with of yourself will help you know what your deepest desires are, what you really want to do and achieve in life. And that can really put you on a trajectory like nothing else. So every day, like you may become, something that somebody has wanted you. Like, for example, I have also been in that space of doing something which I did not want to do. I shared with you that example in the beginning. I had enjoyed being part of international banking. When it came to retail banking, I was just not enjoying it at all. So you may get what the world thinks is the best job, but it may not be the best for you. You may feel like you're in a prison. So it is important upfront to know that, well, this is what I enjoy and what I like and why. And if, you may make mistakes, like every one of us makes mistakes, but if you at certain point in time you're feeling that no, this is not what you wanted, you can do a course correction. And even better is to, what Stephen Covey says, begin with the end in mind. Right up front, think. It is actually a purpose exercise. When I coach people, I take them through this purpose exercise, which helps them visualize what they would want their life to look like.
Yes. Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you one story. That is, when you are talking about the engineers, this brings me that my brothers has been coaxed to become an engineer by the parents' pressure, which specifically for my father's pressure. My mother gave him the chance, whatever you want, you can do it. But my father wants him to be an engineer because my father ranked third in whole West Bengal. So
Okay.
yeah, so he's a mechanical engineer and he was working with maybe you people know what BSNL, but he wants his son to be an engineer, and it's a coaxed one because they have never he never asked my brother that what he wants to be. In this type of parents who are setting their own goals for their children, do you
Very
have
true. Yes,
any
very
idea?
true.
So just give some tips to those to those people who are feeling like, no, my parents are deciding. They are not using their own brain. Yeah.
Yeah, so right now I feel that, parents as well as children have become more aware. And my suggestion to the parents first would be, ask your child, don't tell. And a lot of the time these days, there are lots of opportunities in the world. I wanted, for example, my daughter to become a doctor, the eldest daughter. But she point blank refused, and then I did not force her. And now today she's doing what she's enjoying and doing it very well. And these were careers that were not thought of in my time. We do not know. The younger people know. And the suggestion to younger people is invite your parents to a dialogue. You have a right to do what you want. And by that, I am not saying that fight with your parents. I would want you to talk to your parents, negotiate with them, uh, talk to them. And when you go to negotiate with them, write down the points before talking, because they are your parents. So you would naturally be a bit diffident, not being that confident. Write down what you want to do, why you want to do it, what will be the prospects, and very importantly, what is the responsibility that you are taking. See, if you're going to take charge of your life, you have to take the responsibility. Then do not blame your parents, right? So you have to come from that level of maturity also. And I'll once again, both to parents, give them the freedom. They generally know what they want, and let them flower. Let them flower. They have immense capabilities, and the way the opportunities are present in today, which were not present in your time, the options that are available are manyfold, and the children know.
Yes, really interesting and really something to learn about this, because still now parents are there. That is, they whatever their dreams are, they are asking their son to do. Because I know many of the parents are doing like this. So a very great thing, whatever you have told, the suggestions which you have put forward is
And I'll
really.
tell you, Devushmita,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
been seeing POs coming into State Bank of India. And for the past so many years, we have been seeing that if not 90%, at least 80% of them are engineers. They have done engineering, they have worked in some software company, and they're coming to join a bank.
Yes, but you ask them, means this is also you can do that. How are you being coaxed, or it is your passion to become an engineer? Because yes, because
exactly.
as I know, because my brother has been coaxed, right? So similarly, because he was happy, he wants to become like a Siddharth Basu. He wants to become a, yeah. But anyways,
Wow.
and he is a very good in theater world. But my father wants him. No, you have to be engineer. So this is what happens, right? The revolution happens, and he can go on out from house.
Once again, can I share a story?
Yeah, yeah, please do.
I have been interested in cricket, so these stories keep coming to you. Mahendra
Aha.
Singh Dhoni, he belongs to the city where I was born and brought up, Ranchi. And Dhoni's father was a water pump operator. And his dream for Mahendra Singh Dhoni was that he should just get a job. And when he got a job as a TT in the railways, his parents, his entire family was overjoyed. They felt like this is the world, and like everything is there. Sab kuch mil gaya, abhi se zyada kuch nahi chahiye. Right? So this was the parents' dream. If Dhoni had just stuck to his parents' dream, where would we have this wonderful captain? Would we have him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one day, he was in Kharagpur. One day he just got onto a train, came back to his city, told his father, Daddy, when I require a job, I will get a job. Please do not worry. Let me play cricket. Mera kaam cricket khelna hai. This is what he said. So can you, if it is coming to the young people, can you take that responsibility? Please don't worry. I am taking charge. And he was, maybe 20 years old at that time.
Yeah, definitely there should be someone who can come and take the initiative like this. And here, he proved himself to be the best coach. Here, the thing is, coach work is like that, to take the initiative and being a good leader, not a good manager. So here the thing is, now when you are talking about Dhoni, because since you are also a coach, you are also setting a goals, helping someone to achieve that goals, right? Goals should like, the way you are telling, the way you are giving the ideas is really say I am having a great passion with you because I'm also learning a lot of things from you while doing this.
Thank you so
Definitely,
much. Thank you, Devashmita.
yeah, yeah, and really interesting. Now the question comes: how does procrastination contribute to the failure of achieving goals? Because many people procrastinate.
Yeah, procrastination actually happens when you are not motivated by your goal. If you set your goal in sync with what you enjoy, what is your calling, what you really want to do, every morning you will find that reason, to get up and do that. You will want to go towards that rather than anything else. It is procrastination. When does procrastination happen? Procrastination happens when I do not want to do a particular thing. So when you enjoy doing what your goal is, believe me, you will not be procrastinating. Sometimes it may happen once or twice. Then one is you can take the help of a coach, you can take the help of, other people in the community. If some other people who are doing something similar to what you are doing, they become your motivating force. Like parents would want their children to do combined study. Why do they want this? Because somebody else is doing, you will have the opportunity to discuss, putting them in a certain environment. So similarly, when you're working towards a goal, you can put yourself in an environment which will help you, will propel you. And most importantly, choose that which you love to do. Work on that which you enjoy doing. So when your goal is in sync with your heart's desire, you would enjoy doing that and you would not be procrastinating. So when we procrastinate is because we do not want to do that. Children would, keep on saying, okay, I'll drink the milk. It will remain on the table. They will not touch the milk. Why? Because they don't like the milk. That is when they are procrastinating. And deep inside, I avoid something because I do not like it. When you like it, you'll not procrastinate.
Exactly, that is a major question. And when the procrastination comes, then I just want to know how much consistent we have to be with the goals.
Okay, you have to be consistent. Supposing you want to climb the Mount Everest. This is an iconic symbol of achieving goals. If that is one of your goals, you have to train for it. You have to prepare your body and mind, everything. When you go up to a height, your lungs, your body should be capable of coping with a rarefied atmosphere. Excuse me. With a rarefied atmosphere at the height. So you should be practicing every day for the bodily strength, mentally preparing yourself, because, when you're climbing up, there will be setbacks. There might be an avalanche. The weather may not be like what you expected. There might be failure. You might find people dying there. So preparing yourself both mentally and physically, and in every way training and working on it. So consistency is part of the discipline that I was talking of. So
absolutely.
And the example that I took of Sachin, so every day in the morning, 4 o'clock, if nobody was there, he would be there in the dark, the bowling machine, him and the security guard, nobody else. So that consistency will be there. Again, another example comes to my mind, and there was another prodigy along with Sachin Tendulkar. He was in fact considered by the coach to be even more talented than Sachin. Talent by itself is nothing. Because what happened after a few years? Because Vinod Kambli, the other person. So I take some other name? Vinod Kambli was the person who was considered even more talented than Sachin, almost the same age as Sachin. But he could not play the bouncers. And he never, worked enough or hard enough to practice that and master that capability. And after some time, he lost focus, and therefore he did not achieve what Sachin could, for example. This is the contrast which I am giving you.
Yeah, it's remind me of the opportunities. Grab the opportunities or lose the opportunities. That is up to you. Yes, because
exactly.
So today, Sachin Tendulkar's place, maybe we can speak about Kamble. But we are not talking about Kamli, we are talking about Sachin because he lost that opportunity because he was not right focused
not
on
consistent,
the goal.
not focused. Yes.
Yeah. So really interesting. The examples which you are setting is really high. Because everybody will be able to understand the clear concept, the differences, the comparison will give them more clarity. It's really interesting talking to you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Debushmita.
You're welcome. So next question is, in what ways does a lack of motivation play a role in preventing goal to attain?
If you are not motivated, you don't get started.
Like lack of motivation.
So if I am not motivated, I won't get started. So the first hindrance is there, that when I'm not motivated, if a goal does not motivate me, I will not get started on that goal. Now, on the way, sorry, there's some sound, some marriage party somewhere. So, but I hope it's not too loud. So, and on the way, if you receive some setback, and because of that setback, you have a lack of motivation, then you need to work on yourself. You can either motivate yourself, or you can, once again, take the help of a coach to motivate you. There was this time when Sachin was playing against Australia, and this bowler, Brad Hogg, he bowled him out. And he was a spin bowler, not a very great bowler. And Sachin was bowled out. His wickets went up flying in the sky. And Hogg was obviously very elated. India lost that match. Sachin wasn't happy. Brad Hogg, at the end of the match, he managed to get a picture of himself bowling Sachin out. Took that photograph to Sachin and asked Sachin, will you please autograph this for me? Sachin took that photo, he signed it, but over his signature, he wrote, "Never again meet." And what does it mean? It means like he is telling Brad Hogg that you will never get my wicket again. But more importantly than telling Brad Hogg, he's telling himself. He's telling himself that I will not get out on this kind of a ball again. This is self-motivation.
Really, wow. Yeah.
So this is what we can do with ourselves. So when I coach people, I help them through affirmations. I help them introspect their beliefs and what is their self-talk. What kind of things they say to themselves. But most importantly, first of all, what is it that they really like and they're motivated by?
Seriously, really a very in-depth conversation gives in-depth knowledge, right? So seriously, this cricket and the goal settings, how they are related, means it is really interesting. Yeah, because we learn many things from cricket. The business ideas are also coming from cricket as well. You have to be,
and a lot of Indians, we all love cricket, so it is easy to relate to. So that is why I take these examples.
Yes. Because when I clearly mentioned, I have written an article in LinkedIn also about how Dhoni is responsible for the best, to give best to the world, means as a business owners. Because he is the person who has a very calm mind. Okay, and any situation he can take, any because his goals, his focus is too much strong that he knows that this has to be done. And this is what we have to be like that. Like the way you are giving the instances, if we see the concept properly, learn and do this, then definitely everybody can achieve their goal very easily. Yeah. So, yes,
Thank
the
you.
next
Yeah.
question comes: how do external distractions and time management issues impede progress towards achieving goals?
Once again, as I have shared with you the example of Kambli and the example of Sachin. So, uh, although Kambli played many matches, but he could not improve upon his game because he was giving more time to something else. He got into some negative habits. Um, Perhaps, I'm not sure, but this is what I've heard, that, he got into certain negative habits, and that is what he was giving more time to rather than giving time to his game and his activity. How he could improve his batting more, how he could specifically, the balls that he could not play, how he could practice. Saurav Ganguly, for example, he shares, because he was sharing the room with Sachin at some point in time, and he said that, how could you play when your roommate was practicing his stance in front of the mirror the whole night with the lights on?
Right.
But this also talks about the passion. If you have the passion for your goal, you will remain focused, you will remain motivated, you would want to do it better, you would keep on working. So that is very important, to set your goal in sync with what is your natural strength, your natural ability, and what you really want to do and give to the world. And then these things of distractions, they won't happen. And today what we have is, this machine, which is the most powerful machine in the world, the mobile phone. And it is a complete distraction to all of us. So, for example, we used to finish, a book in a day, morning till evening, and you have read the book. Today, there are so many distractions. The screen is such a distraction that we feel the need to keep checking our notifications. What is the WhatsApp notification? What is the Twitter notification? What is the LinkedIn notification? Or so many other things. We are part of so many groups. So although it can be used very powerfully, the phone can be used very powerfully, it can also be a very big nuisance and keep distracting you from so many things. So that does take a lot of self-discipline, controlling myself, deliberately putting your phone on silent mode. Sometimes what I do is, when I have to concentrate on my work, I have to write something, what I do is not only put it on silent, I put it in the drawer of my desk so that I do not get distracted. So it's natural to get distracted by things, but that work has to be done consciously, because distraction happens subconsciously. Once we make it a habit to minimize distractions, then we will learn and we'll minimize those distractions for us. The first is, set your goals according to your passion, what you like, what you want to do. Second part is self-discipline, where you can put those distractions away. Friends want you to party, but if you have something more important. So it's a very famous saying that if you want to say yes to the more important things in your life, more important but not so urgent things in your life, you may have to say no to the less important things. So that clear demarcation of what is more important for me, what is less important for me. So every day, so many times, you will have to say, okay, what is more important, what is less important? And begin your day, with a to-do list, make a plan for every day, set your goal for that day, and at the end of the day, check whether you've been able to accomplish that goal or not. And
Really?
then, there can be weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, targets.
Yeah. Seriously, nice talking means nice, and the thing is quite informative discussing with you. Yes. Now, my last question is just give them the best tips. Okay. And I would request all those who are watching and wants to know more about how to set up goals, because there is a technique of goal setting, because that is the reason the coaches require. Setting a goal, writing a goal is not technical. Achieving the goal is the more important thing. So otherwise, like you will be setting a goal like calmly, but you won't be achieved. Someone else will achieve because they know the technique. We don't want that to be happen. We want everybody to be Sachin Tendulkar. As means have a and for this to become a Sachin Tendulkar, while Sachin, means I have forgot his name. He also have his coach, right? So this now in this case, setting a goal, you have Saleha who is guiding you to become a coach. She is a coach to help you to set your targets, achieving your targets. So connect with her. In the description box, you will find her LinkedIn details. Connect with her, understand, and set a goal. Even set a time with her first. Understand what she is talking in details, in depth, and how to make a goals, because what is the goal first understand, because many people have come across to-do list and goals, they are mixing up. So this is goals and to-do lists are a little different. Please speak with her, understand what exactly your goal, what will be your short-term goal, long-term goal, so that you can be clarified and uh, get a more means you can easily achieve your goals. So before ending, I just want to just ask you some best tips for those people who are viewing, and they can comment, let us, and yeah, they can also ask questions to you. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Deboshmita. Yes, everyone can go to my LinkedIn profile, and there are slots which I have made available which can be utilized. They're filling in fast, but if you can, there are certain future dates, the clarity calls, you can book an appointment with me, and I'll help you understand how goals are set. Now, a lot of people uh, know how goals are set. A lot of people also teach affirmations. But somehow, no, I feel that people do not complete the journey. So I teach people, I coach people on the 6 steps, right from knowing their purpose to knowing their strengths, getting a clarity on their goals, then creating goal anchors so that it goes down into their subconscious and they start noticing the opportunities for achieving that goal. And then I do not leave it at affirmations. And then I help people plan and organize, which can actually be doable, and have amazing tools for people to help with their planning and organization to achieve their goals. And then also creating a balance. You do not want to be out of balance in your life. So these are the 6 steps. And if you're asking me to give them some tips, the first and foremost and most important tip, and I'm giving this from the bottom of my heart, believe in yourself. Nelson Mandela said that we are not afraid of the dark. What we are, it is unfortunate, but we are afraid of our own power, of our own light. We are immensely, each one of us are immensely powerful beings. But somehow, like the elephant, we all know how elephants are domesticated. When the elephant is small, he's tied to a small stick, which is dug into the ground. And elephants, one of the legs is tied to that small stick. And because the baby elephant does not have that much power, he cannot pull the stick, and therefore he cannot get free. Now, gradually, the baby elephant grows very big and he can pull up a big tree even with his leg. But, because he has been used to being tied to that small stick, he believes that he cannot, so even when he is gigantic, huge, he remains tied to that small stick. But that is not his reality. His reality is much more powerful. So similarly, many of us, a lot of the time, have negative beliefs about ourselves. Um, do away with those beliefs. You are immensely powerful. You can achieve many things. You can achieve what you want. I am not saying, that to change the world should be your goal. I'm not saying that. Whatever you choose, whatever fulfills you, whatever makes you happy. But I want to add that believe in yourself. You can do it.
Yes, interesting. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for the wonderful tips, and there are a lot of things to discuss. We'll definitely again, if I request you to come, give more knowledge to them, because after that they can means anyways. I want them to connect with you to achieve their goals, because ultimately the thing is there. We always think, I suppose, that their growth is our growth, right? So as much as we are helping them out, as much as we are reaching it to them, so and as much as they are doing achieving their goals, that is our credit. So that is their credit. Likewise, this is our credit that we are able to help them out, right? So definitely connect with her and get your done all your tasks, and I think you people will rock. And we all want you to be a rock stars, right? So as much this, everybody has a goal, but be subdued by for some reasons. Somebody doesn't have money to achieve it. Somebody has certain challenges. But once you know how to manifest those goals, what exactly first understand what is the simple word of goals? What is short term, long term? Because many people, as already mentioned, they are mixing to do task with goals. So understand, talk, connect with her, get the full information, and once you achieve it, just mention your woohoo. We have already achieved our goals. One
Yes.
each woohoo's with give us excitement. Yes, we have. This is the fruitful discussions, whatever we are trying to give. And please mention your takeaways, 6 learnings from this, and please implement. And which one you are implementing in your life from this biggest takeaways, whatever you want to implement in your life, mention that, so that we can also get that energy. Yes, and because she will also see this, and she too will get excited. So we are
Yes.
looking forward to serve more, and definitely a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of things, people are going to come give their interviews also. So, and I'm honored to take your interview. I'm learning a lot, because cricket is everybody's life, right? Cricket in depth with the goal settings has given a clear concept how to set a goals, but still, I think everybody should at least approach to you. So thank you very much for your precious time, and lots of this knowledge, and sharing your individual story is a courage. I admire that, because nobody come and tell about their story. But one of my mentor always speaks that your story is no more your story, it's the story of the world. Because as many women get inspired with your talk
Because we
as
learn
well.
from our stories. If you're not sharing our story with the world,
Yeah,
then if you're sharing the story with the world, then we are giving them the opportunity to learn, not to, how you can learn otherwise also with, going through that entire experience. But when I share my story, I'm helping people know, what can be done more easily.
absolutely. We are serving people. Is that I use the word helping. So once I use the word helping, there is in hypnosis there is a word called, you have to be more precise with the word. When we say that we are serving people, that is,
Exactly.
yeah, that is what we when yesterday also, when the word came, no, in the deathbed. If we are in the deathbed, what we have served the people. Yeah,
Exactly.
because yeah, that is like more grounded. So I
Mhm.
also love the word, I serve the people.
So the people,
Yeah,
yeah, right.
yes,
So
yeah. So, anyways, nice talking to you, and we will
thank
be
you
meeting
so much. Thank you so
social
much.
media.
It was a joy being here, and I enjoy talking to the people, enjoy talking to you.
Thank you.
This is something I really love doing. So You can see
Yeah.
my energy on my face. I am
Yes, yes,
enjoying this
exactly. I love the
completely.
energy. Yeah. Yes. And the thing is, this energy is going to them, and this energy will bring, yeah, that is also something which we are attracting their attention as well. That, yes, from tomorrow onwards, they will also say, I don't want to be a Kamli. I want to be Sachin Tendulkar. That is, yeah. So, next, I think, goal setting, definitely they will connect you. Check the description box. Those who are watching will be updating within 30 to 40 minutes. All the description box will be updated. So please check there and connect with her for setting the goals properly in your life and achieve it, become successful. This is the mission, and this is the vision to make you successful. So the so anyways, thank you. And here she is also to make you successful. We are responsible for that. So thank you very much. We'll meet in other platforms. We are coming soon. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.